Yabruk Nation Reactaweeds headed out to inspire the hearts of Israel collectively to give another video. I'm going to be videoing probably twice a week to make sure that there is information and to understand our lifestyle. So I'm headed out the office. Light is off. Out of the back door. Well, I will call it the office door. Here we go. What a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day today with the storm approaching, but we're going to rejoice in all things. Walk us out. This is my morning walk every morning. Water tanks that there is plenty of water. We try to get all the water we can. The little small greenhouse where we began the garden season and the things we will grow next year. Our total gardens, all of them, they are in rust this year. We're rusting them, and so they're in rust. One thing I forgot to show us, I'll do that in another video. You see the smoke coming out of that chimney? That is a boiler that supplies heat, hot water for the dining facility, for the shower house. And it also supplies heat by radiators to my home. The entire community is gone. They're at the beach. There's just a few of us here to maintain things. I love to walk through the garden, fresh foods. We grow organically. And this is how I grow all of our veggies, carrots, and all of that. And all of this will be ready probably by December. We're not going to get that kind of freezing that many of y'all will get. So we can grow like this all year long. The only months we cannot plant in, it is January and February. But I will start all things in the greenhouse January the 1st, so that we will have enough to eat. And for us here, there is plenty, and to give food away. Plenty of cabbage, collards, and all kinds of things. And you will see this area progress during the season and everything. That all of this is going to be garden. We got to take down trees and these big pines. You can see that. The compost pile, we'll move all of that. And all of this will be garden here. All of this. I'm going to show you a little bit this morning, all right? I forgot my cane. And I know I cannot walk without my cane. So I will journey back to that. Hallelujah. I cannot walk well without my cane. And I will show you why I'm in this condition in later broadcasts. We have a huge place here. You would have to visit to see. And we're beginning, Zachinia Rabia, our leader, we're beginning to open up things because COVID, we have been very cautious with that. We have, this is the first time they've gone back to the beach in 3 years. So let me get my cane. I'm not going to try to trick us. This is vital to me. The old cane. I need it to walk and to keep my balance. So we're going to take you on a small journey today, much better with the cane. And show you how we live so beautifully. I do. I certainly do. I could have stayed in the way that the world goes. My wife in her internship as a nurse at the hospital. I'm working at IBM. Caucasian man, Dr. Graham, PhD, was inspired. He was going to take me with him, he said. I didn't want to go with him. And this is how we as a nation, how we... This bed I tried and experimented this year. We got plenty on that side, but not much. But this whole area, as you see, it will be a garden. We have huge gardens, all right, in all of this area and how we live. I want to show you a few things this morning. Let me show you that as an Asian had wise men, you see that house there? The one with the red roof, the one with the red truck. We know how to spend money. You see that beautiful house? We paid $4,000. I got it for $4,000. You see the one that is of a distant, you'll get a chance to see everything. I paid $2,000 for that one. $2,000. And we refurbish and remodel their homes. I want to take us, you see this one right here? That's 3 apartments right there. I paid $2,000. And this is what aggravated my injury here. I helped build that deck on this house. There are 3 apartments here. 3. See the doors? And this is what aggravated my injury. Working on this deck, and I messed up big time. This is our home and how we live. And we will not allow anyone to come in here and interrupt that. This is a large place, and you'll see over the many videos, I'm not going to try to cram everything in one video or 2. All of that land belongs to us. You may not can see, but you will see a full-fledged shop, 2 greenhouses there, fellowship for the sons and daughters, a an authentic gym with every kind of weight you want to lift. This was our first area where we raised chickens. You see that house? I'll show you in a later date. But there's a house here. I want you to see that. That's a beautiful home inside. I remodeled that basically by myself. I did the work on that. It's a 3-bedroom on a pond. It's a beautiful home. No one lives there, but you'll get a better look. See, there's an area playground there where they can come, our children, full-fledged swimming pool, and all of that greenhouse. That building, that's 2-story, that is a gym. Every kind of weight, every kind of equipment you need to work on it. Upstairs, we're renovating that for a room for the young ones. Look at the beautiful colors. This is what's inspired me every day when I wake up and see, you see even that old rusty tin? I don't want to change that. This is called Bath of Tizayon Bayats. It is a house for the daughters. And I worked on this building, all the windows. Let's take a walk around. We'll go inside. I designed everything here. Not that my Achim cannot. And this deck was built with rejected parts. Our sons tear down decks or whatever you want that they can build you one. And this deck, it is the perimeter of this building. When we built this building, we first got here, we tore off the roof, and I began the work on it. And I rebuilt this land, the blocks and all. And this is how this looks. They can sit anywhere, they can watch the children here on the playground. I'll take you inside, but this is this building. You see the deck all the way around? It's a beautiful building. It really is. It got fig trees and all here. And Oasis is a place of great beauty. And I love my home here. And I will let no one, not even my mother, interfere with this. Not even me. And so this is this deck. You can walk all the way around. It needs cleaning here. And this is the daughter's house. I tell you all, I very seldom. This place can be a nuisance. So with a fellowship, I'm old. So I don't want to do anything to interrupt the beauty of the fellowship. I'm welcome to come. Well, that gives me time to study. Let's go inside. Door, 8-foot door. This is what the house looks like. I haven't been in here in so long. This is what it looks like. Forgive me. Let me turn some lights on. You see this place with burning stove and all of that, the high ceilings. I designed everything. Everything in here. I designed. Every single thing I designed in here. All of this, every picture on the wall, every vase, every piece of furniture, all used. I designed all this. The upstairs, I built that for my babies. They can go play and walk up the staircase. But this is where the daughters come and spend time in Imrafe and those come and fellowship the Akim with their families. I tend to be a pupa, so I tend to stay at home. Zakim ya Ramaya. They come and fellowship. He will make sure things are orderly, which it would be whether he's there or not. You see these staircases, I designed them. I had someone to build them. But this is our home. I tell you, we got spider webs everywhere, but that's all right. But this is the daughter's house of fellowship. And everything in here is used. Everything. And I laid it all out. It doesn't make me an expert to anything, but I love beautiful things. I love beautiful furniture. And the reason these windows, let me explain, there are 13 windows here. I only wanted to put 12 for the 12 tribes of Israel. You see them? How they match and different dimensions. I got them from a wealthy Caucasian. I know how to deal with white people. They love me and always gain the favor. I don't play. I don't bull jive. And there were 13 of the windows left. He was a wealthy man. And he gave them, I said to him, give them to me free. He said, I can't do that. I said, why you can't? And our conversation began to evolve. He gave me so many windows free that we put in other buildings and took windows out. That gives us. I don't care who the person is. I want to take us on a little journey. Hallelujah. Let me take us on that. Ah, yes. Beautiful journey. Let me show you. This is a beautiful place. I enjoy it. We that live here do enjoy it. And the reason I say what I say, over 27 years nearly, it's 26, 27 next year, early March. I've had them to come of all sorts. They loved me until they would have no place to adjudicate any kind of authority here. You don't do that here. Or you need to do this and that. Well, tell me how to do it when you come, and you do it for me. That's the way we is. See that home? There's homes all down through here. Beautiful a place. Well, that's a mobile home, but you go inside. I purchased some of these. I purchased 3. And I purchased them just for people when they visit. When I know them, they could come and stay here, shower houses, and shower, just see how they will respond. You haven't seen everything. We got a massive community. And I'll show you. This is one of the roads that lead down. There used to be a pond here. My son, Yawasadok, said, let's do that again. I said, I don't know. But this is our land, goes all the way back there to those woods. We have hunters around here, and they love to hunt. So full of shalom here. This is how we live. But I want to show you how this goes, and we're going to conclude this video. I want to keep them around 30 minutes long, no longer than that, so that you will watch them and see. Beautiful down in here. That's a beautiful home right there. You see that home? A very beautiful home inside. I designed that inside, and I would say I did 90% of the work. Needs a little work on it. It has 5 beautiful bedrooms, nice sized bath, and everything. I tell you this, we'll get closer. Y'all give me a brother that's simple and love Yah, some young sons and daughters, and a wife that loves to walk around barefooted and loves to cook. We're plenty of food. That type. Not the type that is arrogant and think they know everything. Send me a brother that loves to work. What he say to his son? Come on, boys, we got to get this done. And they jump and run and help their father. That's a 5-bedroom home, completely furnished. It's a beautiful home. Tin roof and all of that. You see that log cabin? This home right here. It's a beautiful home. There's a log cabin there in the woods if you look right up to the right. I gave a man $400 for that log cabin. You would have to go inside. I'm going to refurbish that again. I said, I give you $400 if you move it there for me. And he moved it there. We'll look at the front. But this house is a beautiful home. Nice deck. It's a beautiful home. It is. Very beautiful home. Very beautiful home. Just need painting and clean up. That's all it needs. See that beautiful home? 5 bedrooms now. I want a big family here. I do. I want a daddy with the children, with the wife that loves to cook and walk barefooted down through the path down here. And just can eat all the food they desire. You see this here? Those are water lines, big lines we ran, because this used to be a huge pond. This used to be a pond. Down here, our land goes on that side. We have a tremendous amount of land. And I'll show us as we to understand Teshua. You see this house right here? That's the log cabin I was telling you about. Log cabin. Everything heats with wood now. Everything. See down in here, let me see if I can get to the depth of it. There's the pond. The water runs. The only thing we've got to do is rebuild this. I should have brought my pistol down here with me. Yeah, we have guns here too. We have guns. Okay. See how deep that ravine is? See that? Oh, just think what those can do. They call themselves Hebrews. And they learn to care and love each. This thing they call love, I don't want it. It's bogus. It's full of bullshitting. Here's the cabin. You can see it better here. All right. Here it is here. Got a deck on front. I paid $400 for that. Yah will give us favor with men. I'm saddened by those that identify as Hebrew Israelites. I don't know what they possess, but I know that there's a heritage here for our people here. No one can sell it. Set up that way. No one. They can't sell it and say, this is mine. It belongs to the people. That's a fact. Let's go a little farther. I want to show you. This is a certified shown-up root seller here. See, that's all of that was pond down there. See how deep that is? All of that always on the other side. Massive pond. And the water still runs. But this is a bona fide root cellar. This is one of the first things I built. Up top, it's enough food in there to last us for a very long time. Down in the bottom, we're going to redo that and for something maybe like a fallout shelter. But this is a root cellar. And I built that. Old blocks and things that were thrown away. We can get all of us in here. Look, this is down the road. I want to show us. As some of the old blocks there, we used anything we could find used. That's what we did. We could buy cheap. Look at this beautiful place. This is just one small segment. Plenty of firewood if we need some, poplar and oak everywhere. Look at these trees. My, what a massive tree. The first tree I noticed when I came here, I'll show you that. I saw a deer that was so huge, a buck that was insane. All of this was a part of this pond. All of this, these old stones, we would take anything. People say, man, I got some concrete slabs over there. You want them? I said, I will take them. Because I know there is nothing that cannot be utilized. And that's what we did. Ignorant as I was. I can build you a house. I can do all that. I can lay the blocks. I can lay the bricks. I believe in hard work. Look at the beauty of all of that land around us. Look at the trees. This is the first tree I noticed. I'll take you to that. I came here. I love my community. I love it. I love the way we live. And the pond ran all down this way. This is a beautiful walk here. I'm enjoying it. I haven't done this in years. Ah, there she goes, the monster. All of this, we all know or nothing. These brothers invest in their money, see where it's going. Don't you know these Hebrew Israelite leaders, they live, some of them live so selfish and wealthy like the T.D. Jakes and all of them. I will never do that. I want them to be comfortable. And because I cry, I know I show my emotions because we should. Not speckle with emotionalism, but we just show our emotions, I do. And I'm not afraid to do that. I cry. I cry when I see the beauty of Zion, of his nation, his people, the fellowship. That makes me cry. And that's why there are many times I like for the people to fellowship. I withdraw myself. I know they love me, but I want them to just to be comfortable. Look at this. I want to show you, this is the first tree. When I came here, I noticed the man who sold us the land this way. We were walking down through here. It wasn't like this. We were crawling through weeds. I came down here Super Bowl Sunday 28 years ago. When I walked through here, we walked through here, it was amazing. 28 years ago, we bought it. See those beautiful trees? I want you to see that. This was the first tree I noticed, and beside this tree, there was a buck. Look at that. It was a huge buck right here. And believe me, these Achim, they got stands everywhere around here. They hunt. They hunt. I hear something going on. I know what it is. We got a deer. And we hunt deer. Yeah, we eat meat around here, right? Let me say this. For around 12 years, I never ate any meat or anything like that. And I think that is some of the reason why. And my diet was very strict. There's some reason why, because I was a fanatic when it came to exercising and things like that. That is somewhat some of my problem, because doing things that I'll show you later on. You see, this is a hunting stand right here. They come right here and hunt. Let me show you this. All right. This is a hunting stand. Achim, you see that little building up through the woods there? I'll try to keep the camera on that. Can you see? It's like a reddish brown building. Where is that thing? I can see it here. You see that little brown building there? That's what they go inside to hunt. But this is all of our property. All of this. All of our land. All of these trees that we have to cut our trees. We will. We got another piece of property adjacent to this. Some of the most beautiful, they call that furniture poplar trees. Where they make furniture. And this old fella said, let me cut them trees down there for you, preacher. Then I had one wanted to buy them all, and he tried to lowball us, but I said, no way. Here it is right here. Here's the little building. Look at all these beautiful trees we have. Look at all those beautiful trees. Look at the height of them. That's one of the hunting sheds right there. That's one of them. They got on the other property, on the other side. You're going to see a beautiful community here. This is how we live. Or you think you're the protector? I'm one of the protectors of this place. See how that water runs down? I'll show you down here. But this is a hunting shack here. Beautiful trees. Look at that. You know, one came here one time and said, you know what you all can do to make some money? You need to grow trees. I said, sir, do you know how long it takes for one tree to grow from market? Nice pine, and that is not a nice pine. I'll show you some of our excellent pines. It would take 25 years. You're talking with no knowledge of what it takes. I despise that kind of a person. Yeah, I despise them. You don't know what it's going to take. They come here, they have come in the past, but I shut them down. I don't care who it is. And then the thing of it is, they never give an offering. They eat wonderful food here, and they will not give a dime. We eat well here. One of the imam, we butchered a cow, and she says to me, Riyak David, that beef that you gave us, the fatness on it was so rich, creamy, and wonderful because we feed them in a way whereby we use turkey litter to fertilize. It's all organic. But what is really organic? And this is where this path leads us to. Let me show you. Get on that. So you walk in the path. The young sons come here on their bikes and things. All of this belongs to us. I don't know if you can see up to that orange line up there in the wood. It's marked. All of this is our property. All of this. I built ponds because I wanted us to have a source of water to garden, to grow our crops, that we can have plenty of water. And this was one of the first ones we built here. It's got everything in it from crappy. See this creek, how it flows? You see how it's flowing? That's where the water flows, all through our property down here. And I want to show you. Beautiful day it is here. Very beautiful. This is where the goats come and all of that. This is a path up to the homes where the Achim walk. This is one of our ponds. Just one. It was all the way back here. We're going to dig it out again and bring it out. See how beautiful that pond is? How beautiful it is. Look at how beautiful it is. All kinds of fish. You got catfish in there to keep it clean. We use these. Akiwasida. That's probably UPS email. You all check on that, please. I'm down at the pond. I'll be up in a minute. Shalom. Yeah, we have to use those. This is a big place. All right, son. All right. Abruk Shalom. That's how we have to do. I'm not going to try to critique this video in a way whereby you don't see the reality of how we live. We all have walkies and things. We can correspond. We have an alarm system that goes off to let us know, and those kinds of things. We do that, and so that's vitally important. Upon we're gonna see that beautiful view there. Yeah, y'all send me a family. I don't mind if mom is heavy set. That's all right. But she's got to love to cook. And Ruach is right to engage and fellowship. Not except those that are sassy and nasty and got their own little juvenile temperament. It's not going to happen with me and us here. I will let no one come in here and disturb the fabric and the beauty of our community. And people are crazy. Well, how do you know that? How could you say that? Look how crazy you are with one another. And I'm not talking about you being crazy with the white man. You call each other some of the most violent names. And the tropes about even those that are blacker than you. You don't even know the people of God. Yoshua gave one profound statement. This is how all men shall know you Talmudim. Not only by us keeping Torah, but the love we have, the achava one for another. Show me what that love is. I've gone to many of the cities. I will go to Atlanta once a month. And they will come up because they wanted to challenge me, and they didn't like me. I didn't mind. Where are they today? Where are they? I'm still here. I mean, I had people that will give tremendous offerings. I can't say they did not. Let me tell you this story as I walk. I'll show you the community. That was a man that gave me a large sum of money. And he was one that had a disagreement with me. Not just disagreement, but he was not going to instruct me in the sense. I mean, he had no more knowledge than a bat out of hell had. He was so impressed with this place. I messed him and his whole family. And all of a sudden, he wanted to come against me. He talked about how much money he spent and gave here. And the word got back to me. I called him. I said, my friend, how are you doing? I said, I want to come visit you. Can I? I went to his home. We didn't have the money. I took $7,000 to him. And the first thing I did, he was a coward. I walked into his home, and his little children loved me, and they loved my Isha. I began to sing. Oh, Yisrael, sing to Yah, dance to Yahshua HaMashiach. Oh, Yisrael, hey. Froze him up. He didn't know how to respond. It just blew him away. It did. And I said to him as we talked, I stayed in his home for a while. I had slept in the man's home, and I don't sleep in homes of others. And before I left, I said, I got a gift for you. I put that $7,000 banded up in his shirt pocket. He said, no. I said, no, sir. I want to give you that. Because you can never say you've done nothing for us here. You're nothing but a flat-out hypocrite. It wasn't sincere what you gave, no way. And I didn't want the money. Oh, that's the only time. I have burned thousands of dollars that people have given me. One man said, I can give you that. I say, you can't. You give me this 1,000? Yeah, I'll give it to you. I got more. I said, all right, this is what I'm going to do with this 1,000. I was barbecuing that day. I took the 1,000, I threw it in the grill. He looked at me like, you fool. Well, you think that was the first time? And I say, anytime you want that back, let me know. I'll give it back to you. And I did. I don't play the bull jive games. I'm not one with the bullshitter. I say it like that. Your children, it's a word that is not what we call curse. I don't the nation. I say words that are part of our vocabulary. And because we are unlearned, we believe things without even researching out words and understand the origin or anything. So I know what I'm saying, okay? But let's get back. Look, that is right there. You can see it. There is a hotter shed. Look at the beautiful rocks here. This is a beautiful place. I'm telling you, it's windy today. Look at that beautiful oak. Look how hot it is. It's just beautiful here. I tell you, my friends, this is beautiful. The serenity, the shalom. And the reason I'm so bodacious when I say no one is going to break that, I'm not going to let you do it. There are people that have never given one dime here and think they can come and command. Not here. All of my achim, they're strong men. You stand by me, we stand by each other. No one is going to bring some kind of pattern here. No one. I don't do it. And if I don't do it, I'm not going to do it. I told them, put me off. And I mean that. I don't say that half-heartedly. Put me off the ground. You have that authority. I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize my home. I'm getting old every day. My Ishon, we both are crippled. And so I'm not about to go out there and try to live outside of this community construct. Well, how much money you all give every nickel? Every dime that have come in here by ways of gifts and all is going here. I don't drive no fancy car, I drive an old truck. For what? And I will say this with the bodacious nature. I can speak better than all of these preachers, especially the Christian ones. And if you listen to the Hebrew Israelites, their teachings are basically the same. I tell you what, listen to me on the Shabbat and tell me, what do you think of that teaching? Look at this path here. Look at this nation. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at that beautiful path. Can you imagine walking down through here with your sons and daughters, your wife, just enjoying this beautiful place? My. This is so beautiful. Look at those trees. I'm amazed at the trees. We have another piece of property that is adjacent to that pond, and the creek runs through that property. Wait till I take you up there. You're going to be amazed at the trees and the beauty up there. Ah, look at that. All of these trees. We can at least burn some fire if we all have to gather in one place to stay warm. If we have to all gather in the Daughters Fellowship and sleep there, we got other places of fellowship. The men can gather. What about my wife? She's going to sleep with the other ones unless you go out and pick up enough sticks to keep her warm. We don't understand the bond of love. And that's why there is no pure fellowship. Look at that. I'm going to hurt today from doing all this walking, but I don't mind. Look at all that. Look at that. Live in them rat hole cities, New York and Jersey. Get out of here! Broke. Worried about the electric bill. 300 square foot little place costing you $1,000 a month. You subject yourself to that. The rats and the roaches. You're talking about poor people. You're not living over there, Fifth Avenue. You're not living in Town Square. That's a fact. But look at this. Look at that beautiful tree. I marvel at the trees. And that's one thing we didn't do, just cut trees down. We didn't do that. First came here, we were inexperienced. I know I was. You didn't want to say, preacher down there, we got old tree down there we cut down. You want that wood? I say, sir, I will kindly receive that and accept that. Well, you sound like you're nothing but a yes man. They respect me greater than you because they know I don't bullshit. I don't play no games. I don't grin and smile. I don't go to the events. Beautiful Caucasian man. He's the representative for this area in the House of South Carolina. I like Ted Vick. Beautiful white boy. I liked him. And I always talk the black and white issue with all people, especially white people. I met Ted. Ted has his PhD. He had his master. Got his master from University of South Carolina, very prestigious school. His undergrad from the Citadel. Now look up that word, Citadels in South Carolina, see what kind of school it is. Only the wealthy. He was a millionaire at 33 years old. Told me how he made his hustle. I've met his family. I've gone to his mother's home, her business. I tell you, she has a boutique, not a boutique, but a hair salon, tan and all that down there in Chesterfield, South Carolina. You would think you were walking in a place on swanky Fifth Avenue, New York. He was a millionaire at 33. I met his wife, his children, and he wanted to just, come on, he locked me, and I didn't jive with him. And he wanted to introduce me to every politician, every millionaire. That wasn't my game. He offered me a place. He took me to a place that he owned. The man had wealth, and he owned land and property. He says to me, Ray, we preach, I want to do something for you. You see this land here? All these homes. I want to put it in your hand under your care. All I ask you, you give me half, and you keep half. And I'll handle everything. I said, most people would have jumped at that. I said, that's wonderful. I didn't have time for that, trying to build this community. I said, I'll think about it, Ted. I'm not certain on that because I got work to do here. This man sold us land across the street. He gave me $3,000. It was his money. I said, I tell you what, I'm going to write you a check for this $3,000. And the land that adjacent, this on the backside, I want to make a down payment. Took me 2 years to pay it out because I like to deal with cash. And these are his words, preacher. I would never. I could trust that white boy's word. And I talked about white stuff. He was so honest that he said, don't you know we have a judge here that doesn't even possess a high school diploma? He said, no black man could do it. We were together one day at the office, the tax office. And there was one man of my hue, dark and tall. He was about 6'5". And all the other men were Caucasians. He walked in. Everybody knew him. Everybody here. Hey, Ted, how you doing, Todd? And he walked in the midst of them. How you all doing? And the black fellow, the man of my hue, spoke. He said, how you doing? The friendship there. And he looks at all of them. He said, I want to tell you all something. He said, you see this man here? This is your next sheriff, all right? I watched them white boys and everyone how quiet they got. Ted was an honest man. He was. I met the old maid. I'm telling this story. I know it's long drawn out. I met the old maid that had been with them for years, and when I watched them react with each other, you knew it was genuine. You knew that. And the way she responded, her body, the motion of her body. And these white folks did him wrong. I told them one, I said, you're all full of shit. You all turn your back on Ted for the indiscretion that he did not even commit. I said, you're full of shit, all of you. He had to move his family away. I finally found out where he relocated. But he was a kind man to me. He would do, I'm telling you, my friends, that's the truth. He had an honest heart and he was sincere. And so that's why no white boy is coming here, a black man, Jew or Gentile. I don't mind calling them Jews because I know that the word Jew has no meaning at all. Those that's out of Judaism, but there's not a word called Jew in the Torah. And those that Hebrew Israelites say they're the real Jews, well, you stay the real Jews. It's been 45 minutes. I'm going to shut this one down. As we walk the path, this is just one little small segment, one very minute part of this community. You'll see. I'll show you all. The vastness of this place, the beauty and the wealth, the friendship, the kindness, the birds singing. And winter's coming, plenty of wood. We have plenty of woods. You'll see where our wood is. I'll show you everything. Where the Achim hunt, where they knock down deer. This is not the only place they hunt. They got many places they hunt. They lease land from others. But I will show you where they hunt even on our properties. Beautiful what we have here. This reminds me today of those days when I was in my segregated school, having to walk. Again, that's a 5-bedroom house. Beautiful inside. I would love to have that type of family. Beautiful man of confidence. I'm not concerned about his skin color, but he can't come here with no bull. Yah said he will scatter Poots, P-O-O-T-S, in the Hebrew tongue, his people. And to every nation he uses the word Eretz. And the skin color of his people range from the whitest of whites, that's a fact, to the blackest of black. It's amazing because 2020, those Hebrew Israelites, they will call the Africans dirty, stinking. They will call them every kind of nasty word. Do you understand, nation? It was the Hebrews that sold their brothers. That's a fact. They're the ones that sold them for nothing. That's 47 minutes. I want to keep it less than 50. This is the back of the house where Shimbri and his Isho lives. Beautiful home. That ain't bad for $4,000. I built the hob and everything for the stove in the house. I haven't been in that house. I go to no one's house. They come to my house. That's where he lives. I mean, there's his shawl right here. And there's a beautiful, like I said, cabin in the woods. It's not that we don't have space for people. We have room. Wait till I show you the other homes and things that we have that we could put people. You must understand we had 132 people live here. Well, why they leave? The same reason you would leave. That doesn't make the place wrong because they left. Now let's go look at them now and their condition and what they're doing. And that's enough to speak volume. All of these beautiful places. See this old concrete here? We made this road to put that down in here. All that was free. Preacher man, I'm going to ask you a question. I got some of this. What do you have, sir? Some old concrete slabs. I will take every last one of them. Can you deliver them? Well, that's going to put me out there. This is where they go hunting. Look, one of the roads here. Let me just show you this, and I'm gone. They go hunting. There's another trail. All of this is our property here. See all of that? Matter of fact, I'm going to close out walking through here. This is our property. I'm going to close out here. I'm going to walk up through this way. And I'm going to give you Yah's greetings, all right? But do watch it, the video. Gotta get the gate closed. I want to close out through here. This is the first place we put chickens, and we've had goats and everything here. Let me say this to you all. If you want to have your little husbandry, I will not get goats. I'll be honest with you. They're vicious, they're mean in the sense. Whew, we had nearly 200 goats. We had 200 goats. I like to keep a herd of 130, 35. I can manage that, but they will get out on me. Sheep, much more docile. We have probably close to 100 sheep. Not 100, but we had 200 sheep. We eat quite a bit of the sheep. We eat. As a matter of fact, we just butchered about 7, 8 lamb. Gave some away to those that come fellowship with us. This is a nice place. I tell you, I'm impressed with it. And we gave some away and we cooked. We had a feast here recently, and I'll tell you, we cooked. That's one thing. I'll be getting the feast days up by the weekend. No, we don't keep them like you. And don't tell me. I say this in my closing. Every year you keep the feast days, you either keep them 353 days, and the next year it's going to be 354 days. If you began, say this year, next year, I'm just using this, and I will teach this to show us. It will be 353 days to the next one. Then it will be 354 days to the next one. And this is what they beguile you. They say, oh, we found no barley. You buy that lie every year. And then the next one will be 383 days. Let us, well, one said to me, well, you know what Hanuk says, the 4 days. If you take all those days, 353, 354, and 383, add them up, divide them by 360, add the 4 days, you still will not have a 364 calendar like Hanuk. And the ones that do that, they forge that. That's what they do. Hallelujah. And this is where our first, this is the place. Let me show you this, and we're going to. We're reviving this old chicken house. We have 2 new breeds of birds. Well, one new. One is called the Asa. And when we first moved here, we always had the golden comet. They lay eggs. You see that? That was a greenhouse. You go forward there. We got greenhouses. We got one that is so huge. As a matter of fact, let me say this. If you're looking for, you want to purchase that, I can send you pictures of it. And you can't beat the price. I'm not taking it down. Now, you'll have to take it down. You can't beat the price what we will offer that greenhouse for. I want to say to us all, be of good strength and courage. We're going to close for now, right? We're going to say, Josun Shalom. Welcome, our hallelujah. The beauty of our little place here. The beauty. There's hard work put into this. Can you imagine waking up in the morning, coming out and seeing all this beauty, the colors? Playgrounds and places to walk. We got a full-fledged road here. You can walk every morning. This is the same as a track field, but better. You can walk around. Well, I have to go home and use the restroom. There's a restroom right there. Shower house. Well, there we get all the water we need. We have 1, 2, 3, we have 5 wells. You depend on that mess that they recycle that your doo-doo has gone through it all. Get real with me. Then you're buying the bottled water that is affecting your body. That's why most of the people are fat. It's that plastic that is in our bodies. That's the only reason. I say to you all, Yabaruch, Shalom. You have a great Shabbat, as we're going to come to you at least once or twice a week and to dissect the community and show it all to you. Yabaruch Yisrael Shalom.